The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a give right side. Evans trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. To throw, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. It's complete to Fuller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down, it's Evans, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Tight right. We got 3. We got pilot. 64. We. Switch. Slam.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. 23 yards the pickup there.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Now Jackson on first down. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble at first down, a 16-yard gain. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Mike 51. All that, baby, all that. 51 to Mike, 51 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They run the counter. It's Taylor, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They go play action now. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on second and 14. Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
That That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
To throw is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. He finds an opening past the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The give to Taylor. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run on first down. It's Evans, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield now. It's caught by OBJ. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set, 180.
Mike 51. It's a party now.
Up, up.
It's a party now.
One touch.
On first down, it's Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mayfield on play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Christian, travel.
They go play action. Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Jackson now. Flushed out right. He's going to take, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
33. Shit. General West. Hey, alert.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 12.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. On first down, it's Evans. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come up now, third and 5, following the incomplete pass. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
2061, matchbox lights.
Check. Flag down.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Pull it high.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They come up in an offset eye. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Evans. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Cleveland, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.